Unidentified. My Top UFO Cases by Hector V. Bello, March 2018. The 1979 Robert Taylor UFO incident in Scotland. In ufology, Robert Taylor incident, or the Livingston incident, or the Decmont Woods encounter, is the name given to claims of sighting an extraterrestrial spacecraft on Decmont Law in Livingston, West Lothian, Scotland in 1979 by Forrester Robert or Bob Taylor, which lived from 1919 to 2007. When Taylor returned home from a trip to Decmont Law, disheveled, his clothes torn, and with grazes in his chin and thighs, he claimed he had encountered a flying dome which tried to pull him aboard. Due to his injuries, the police recorded the matter as a common assault, and the incident is popularly promoted as the only example of an alien sighting becoming the subject of a criminal investigation. Taylor's story, according to Taylor, a forestry worker for the Livingston Development Corporation, on 9th November 1979, he parked his pickup truck at the side of a road near the M8 motorway and walked along the forest path up the side of Decmont Law with his dog. Taylor reported seeing what he described as a flying dome, or a large circular sphere approximately 7 yards or 6.4 meters in diameter, hovering above the forest floor in a clearing about 530 yards away from his truck. Taylor described the object as a dark metallic material with a rough texture like sandpaper, featuring an outer rim set with small propellers. Taylor claims he experienced a foul odor like burning brakes, and that smaller spheres similar to sea mines had seized him and were dragging him in the direction of the larger object when he lost consciousness. According to Taylor, he later awoke and the objects were gone, but he could not start his truck. He walked back to his home in Livingston. Police investigation. Taylor's wife reported that when he arrived home on foot, he appeared disheveled and muddy, with torn clothing and ripped trousers. His wife called the police, and a doctor who treated him for grazes on his chin and thighs. Police accompanied Taylor to the site where he claimed he received his injuries. They found a ladder-shaped marks in the ground where Taylor said he saw the large spherical object, and other marks that Taylor said were made by the smaller mine-like objects. Police recorded the matter as a criminal assault. Ufologists. The story drew attention from ufologists who erected a plaque on the site of the alleged encounter, and Taylor became notable among UFO enthusiasts for being involved in the only UFO sighting that was the subject of a criminal investigation. Ufologists and author Malcolm Robinson accepts Taylor's story, saying that he believes it could be one of the few genuine cases of a UFO encounter. Skeptical reception. In 1979, the UFO skeptic Stuart Campbell visited the scene of the incident with the police. Campbell was convinced that a simple explanation would be found. On his second visit to the site, he stated that he had observed some PVC pipes on an adjoining field. He discovered that the local water authority had laid a cable duct within 100 meters of the clearing. He came to the conclusion that stacks of pipes may have been stored in the clearing and were responsible for the ground markings. Patricia Hannaford, founder of the Edinburgh University UFO Research Society and a qualified physician, advised Campbell on medical aspects of the case. She suggested that Taylor's collapse was an isolated attack of temporal lobe epilepsy. And the fit explained the objects as hallucinations. Symptoms such as Taylor's previous meningitis, his report of a strong smell which nobody else could detect, his headache, dry throat, paralysis of his legs, and a period of unconsciousness suggested this cause. Steve Donnelly, a physicist and editor for The Skeptic, also considered the incident to be explained by an epileptic attack. Campbell suggested Taylor's attack may have been stimulated by a mirage of Venus. Local businessman Phil Fenton published a report in 2003 speculating that Taylor may have suffered a mini stroke and being exposed to harmful chemicals which left him confused and disoriented, and that the UFO he believes he saw could have been a saucer-shaped water tower nearby.